Welcome, Crows fans, air conditioners, and inanimate carbon rods everywhere. Telling Amber Two Crows podcast.
Episode 11, hashtag TwoCrowsS03Ep11, Ali.
How are you, mate?
Good.
I'm good.
We're sitting top 4, Ali.
In the bye, so.
Yeah, but, you know, you take that, 8 and 5.
Take it. Yeah, I'll take 8 and 5. Considering where we were, I will take 8 and 5. Hey, I'll call this episode Triple Treat. Crows fly, Pear cry, Carlton dry.
I like that.
Like that one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, it was a good weekend to be a Crows supporter.
It was a good weekend. It's one of those ones you circle it in the calendar like to remember. Yeah. Oh, but anyway, we got up against the old Tigers.
We did. It was hard fought, Ali.
It was. Don't let the final scoreline belie the effort that was contained within the game.
No, it was hard fought. That first half was very, very hard.
Well,
it was
they
difficult.
jumped us.
They jumped us.
And
I
was having flashbacks to 2017 in a later September type game. It was flashbacks.
What is it? Post-traumatic?
Yeah, PTSD. Yeah, I had a little bit of that. Actually, a few of us had a bit of PTSD at the game. It looked like it all over again for me. I don't know what it was for you, but...
I was annoyed. I was frustrated. The first half, I was taking my anger out on the couch, Alex.
Oh, that poor couch of yours.
I squeeze it and punch it.
Okay, that's fair enough. I was actually at the game. I managed to drag myself off to there and off the sick bed. And
out of St. John's sick bay.
I was being ramped at the RA, so I thought, what, I might as well go back to the game.
I'm walking back.
And then I'll come back, and they still didn't want to see me. I healed by that time. I got over it, and I walked home.
Had a bit of IV, and
off
you go.
I was fine. I didn't even need that.
Stuff this, guys. I'm going back. Catch you later.
The game was on.
You ran down North Terrace, Sally.
After the win.
Across the bridge.
I was off. Hey, Matty Crouch, first of all, 100 games, Matty Crouch.
Oh, well done.
Plenty more to come. Like to play another 100.
Once the 100 games, All-Australian player, club champion.
Yep. Not bad for your repertoire for 100 games.
Not bad at all. Traded out a club champion in Bernie Vince and brought in a
23?
Pick 23, developed an All-Australian and club champion.
I think now the argument is settled.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that one's fine there.
Bernie Vince is retired.
So there's nothing to talk about now with that. I've got to tell you something that I was doing on the way into the game. We were just talking about, okay, what do you want to see, what do you want to see? And I was talking to Jay, he was driving in, and I went, what I want to see is a player get 40 plus disposals. 3 of them get over 30, and I said JJ to have an absolute ripper of a game. And he knocked me. He knocked me and laughed and said, that ain't going to happen.
Hashtag Nostradamus.
Hashtag Nostradamus hat. Ali had it on. Ali should have put a multi on.
He should have.
I would have done all right out of that. Responsibly. Especially if you're a player or Jaden Stevenson.
Yeah.
Responsibly. But yeah, Ali Nostradamus hat. I should have put a multi on that. Yeah. But back to the game.
You were
as you mentioned,
that night,
I did.
You were feeling
I did. Slow start, as I mentioned. The smalls and the speed across the ground and the ball movement, as you mentioned.
I guess the connection, hopefully they work on that during the bye. But I just felt our efficiency going forward really lacked composure, I thought.
Yeah, but they were also get ball move it. It
got us on the hop.
And that's actually probably a good way of explaining it. And because we'd get it, hold it, and then quite often the opportunities are missed. Well, they went hell for leather. Mind you, I said to you at half time, the Tiger players look buggered. I mean, we lost Spudley with his 3 teeth getting pushed back in the first. He didn't even get a stat, poor bugger. So, but he'll be right.
He'll be right. He plays in a week.
And that was my other Nostradamus thing that did bite me. So I will admit this. I said the night's made for Spud.
Could have been.
I put him in the oven.
Actually, he started all right.
Spud by the time he finished. He had little chips. A chip Spud.
Hasselback potatoes are good.
That's what I thought. Did you like that? Now,
I did.
Some players we'd like to talk about. I thought ones that had blinders. Let's get it out there.
B Crouch.
Or
he nearly kicked that goal.
As Wes Carr calls him, the BraddleSnake.
He's almost.
So I'm going to call him BraddleSnake.
Brad is almost good for a goal a game.
He's getting there. Just got to stop doing the dump kicks, but he's getting the ball moving forward.
Yep.
So, but BraddleSnake, 43 disposals. You got to be happy with that.
No, that's nice.
In your brother's 100th. Riley O'Brien, 54 hitouts, tall mid, getting around the ground, made AFL Team of the Week too with Brad.
Did he?
Yes, Riley O'Brien.
There you go. That's news
I know
to
he
me.
was up against a
makeshift.
A makeshift
ruck slash third gamer, second gamer.
Yeah, but he's
Cole.
only played 12, 13, 14 himself, so it's not like you're playing him up against a Grundy
That's
or
true.
a Dawn.
That's
So
true.
I think Rob 54 hitouts is pretty good.
Crucial.
Where we beat them,
Oh, I know where we beat them.
just to give you an idea, and I think this changed after half time, Tigers were minus 41 contested.
Wow.
Yeah, at the end of the game.
At the end of the game.
Yep.
Wow.
56-9 stoppage scores, so we smacked them there.
I knew
caned them.
we were monstering them around the stoppage.
Absolutely.
And that's so crucial for finals football with stoppage work.
Bingo. And 12 goals to 4 in the second half.
From stoppage.
No, just in total.
What was our scores from stoppage?
Don't ask me right now.
Actually, no, I think... Actually, no, I know that stat. We kicked 8 goals from stoppage.
Okay.
I do know that stat. Only the reason why I know that stat and why it's stuck in my memory is because I flicked it over to 5AA and Bix was talking about that stoppage.
Oh, okay.
Work. So,
That's
8
pretty
goals
fair.
we kicked.
The thing that impressed me the most was the final quarter. Not just the fact that how we polled on the score, but we'd had a 5-day break. Mm-hmm. We had no Spud, no Talia, and no Kelly.
3 off the bench.
So
one
we only
rotation.
had down to one rotation, and we could do that. And we've had some tough games leading up. So you know what? Whatever they're doing in the fitness, we always look slow in the first half.
We always look slow, and I'm questioning the fitness in the first half.
The last couple games, we've been really... Even Pikes has said we looked fresher in the final quarter than we did in the first quarter.
But it's the way they're doing it, Ali. Like, it's the way they're able to come out in that final quarter and just put these scores on the board where
I know.
it's...
And just get the game,
They
get it by the scruff, and they
just
just...
turn the cogs on them.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the pressure goes
again,
up.
Tex, Rory, JJ, Eddie.
The pressure goes up. It's Eddie. And you know what I'm loving about Eddie Betts? Is he's
happy
back
again.
doing his high five.
He's got my thing going on
He's
too
got
with
his
Cam. Did you see
Cam.
that?
That's right. Yeah.
Copying me
Hashtag
now, Eddie.
TwoCrowsS Footy.
Get that happening. And now let's talk about this Eddie Goal of the Year nomination, 4th one for the year.
All right.
Only halfway through the season, so he could have 8 by the end of it. I'm still trying to work out.
He's desperate for a car or something.
I think he must be. I am still trying to work out how that ball went through.
Because he pulled the ball back.
But just the angle he was on, where the goals
It's Eddie
are.
Betts, and he's so modest as
I know.
well.
And little Sydney Stack had been giving him crap all game, going, no special goals for you tonight, brother. No special goals for you. And Eddie went, I told you. And I thought that was awesome. I loved it that he got around him just because it was cheeky. No, but it was cheeky. It was just a
I like
nice
Sydney Stack.
footy. Oh, I love it. He cut us up a few times too.
What about
not
his
like
run?
a steak. Didn't cut us up
No,
like a
not
steak,
quite.
but he did some damage. Speaking of Eddie, can I just mention something else about Eddie? 2 things. Okay?
Eddie Betts is special.
I got to watch Eddie Betts wasn't special according to Bruce. I watched the replay. He dropped it and then withdrew it. Delicious. He dropped it and he goes, I can't say it. But you just did, Bruce. And I was like, I was nodding to myself. You know when you're nodding, you're like, yeah, that's what I was doing.
That's a Rioli type
I know.
accolade.
So we'll take that. Eddie Betts' goal scoring for 2019 by quarter.
Yes.
Okay, first quarters, 5 goals 4. That's his total for the year.
Okay.
Second quarter, 5 goals 4.
Okay, consistent.
Yeah. Third quarter, 5 goals 3.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, 11 goals 2.
Wow.
Did you like that stat?
And people, you
So
know...
Swamp Thing, get onto it.
Oh, is that where you put... He's a good... I'd love to know who this Sir Swamp Thing is.
Data, I'm assuming.
Well, he's a mathematician, statistician. He's a genius. He's great.
But I love the little bits and pieces come out.
That is impressive. 11
that?
goals 2.
And the accuracy improved dramatically. I think just that final quarter, and there have been so many crunch games.
So that means all these knockers who say Eddie Betts is not a big game player.
He's standing
Our
out in big
games
moments.
have been very, very close this year. And to kick 11-2...
So he's standing up when it counts as
He
well.
is.
And kicking goal of the year nominations usually in the final quarter. So he's doing it all. I do have to admit one thing.
Yeah.
One of my favourites, BraddleSnake off the charts. My boy Millerer.
Oh, yes, he was off. His radar was off.
He had a knife.
Did he look a bit lost?
I don't know if they just the positional changes, but when things aren't clicking for you.
He's having a dog of a night.
I could have given him a clicker, and he wouldn't have been able to work it. Nothing was gelling.
Nah. And he knew it too.
Yeah,
he
you
was
could
like,
see him.
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
But then that gets in your head.
Does the little man gets in your head and starts talking to you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I thought at the end of it how we rested momentum. You were going to mention that really important goal at the end of the first quarter.
Oh, by JJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt that was crucial.
Yeah.
That was an interesting stat Bruce pulled from. Did you hear that stat?
No. That
the lowest score, first quarter score Adelaide's ever kicked is 6 points. At Adelaide Oval, and we've played 70-odd games on there now.
So we beat that at least.
So, yeah, we kicked 7 points.
So we'll take that. We'll take that.
So I found that interesting.
And you know what I learned at the game?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't watch JJ kick, because if you've been to Adelaide Oval, you know what I'm talking about. You look everywhere but where he's kicking, he tends to miss. But on that boundary line, because I'd had enough in that first quarter, we had plenty of opportunities, and we should have kicked him. I locked eyes with him, Anthony, and I just sat there and I said, I'm going to just stare at him. I'm going to stare at him until he kicks a goal. You know what?
What?
Kicked the goal.
He kicked a
so
great
everyone
goal.
around me's like, you keep staring, and he did good.
And can I just say, the crowd sounded fantastic in that second half.
It did, yeah.
Even James Brayshaw was talking. Listen to that noise he's saying.
Especially, what about Tex with his hands and that ball? Tex, taking some good marks.
Good marks, crashing packs, knocking players down on the ground.
That one where that poor player's at Garthwaite, one with a crap name, Wes Carr, he took him out. He said he just hit him like a brick wall. Is it Garthwaite? He's got a
it's Garthwaite, the blondie. Yeah, it's Garthwaite.
And he had a nightmare.
He had a shocker.
Well, he woke up and he was still running. He was like, I don't want to play.
He'd taken your position in the ambo.
He did. He still ramped.
He still ramped
at the ramp.
They
took him down to Flinders, but they realised it was going to be twice as long, so they pulled him back. But anywho, pardon me. 3-2-1 votes. I think I've said mine. 3 votes for me. BraddleSnake.
For sure.
2 votes.
Rob.
Riley.
ROB. Ali.
Jeez,
he's good.
He is. He's been tested a few times.
What's he played? 11 games? 14?
Yeah, probably about 14. Yeah.
Come on, this is...
And he hasn't played... obviously, for me, he's had some tests. Like, he's not just playing against chicken feed now. My boy Cole might have been seen as... Okay, he wasn't top grade.
No, but he had
But
Gawn.
he's played against Gawn. He's played against Mummy.
I thought Gawn got him around the ground, but
yes,
I thought his stoppage work...
Gawn smacked him around
was
the ground.
Fantastic.
But maybe he's learnt from that because his efforts around the ground...
That's exactly right. And he's
starting to build. He's starting to use his engine. Like players say...
I'm finding... All right. Now, this could be a big call here, Ali.
Nothing unlike you
but
to do that. Be careful.
I'm
remember
finding...
what opposite happens.
I'm finding...
Say the opposite to what you want to have happen.
Okay, so when he doesn't take marks...
Yep.
We're not on.
Okay. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it, though. 1 vote.
Yeah.
Had to give it
to him.
JJ?
Yeah.
You were fighting for Tex there, which was pretty close. We had a few players...
I just like Tex crashing packs.
Who doesn't?
I like
Hurt Locker Award. Had to go for the man with no possessions. Spud. Poor old Spud.
So, can I ask you something? Wait
a minute. Mashed Spud.
Well, he might need some.
Yeah, he might. He might be through a straw for a while. He'll be
wearing
a first time ever he hasn't run out with a mouth guard. 2 minutes in, mashed Spud.
Tex. Stray elbow.
What were you going to say, mate? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Where did they pull a dentist from?
I don't know. Give me some. Where was the dentist? Is there a dentist in the house? Maybe.
Because they were saying, when they were talking about it on the coverage.
Work with horses' teeth, I suppose. You could just get in there and straighten them up. But maybe...
Cool,
I don't know. They would have had someone...
Can you ask one of our contacts? One of our...
Okay.
A source?
They're not going to answer that. What would they answer?
I'll ask him.
You ask them. You ask.
I'll ask. Because I'm intrigued by where they pulled a dentist.
They probably know someone that's there that's a dentist.
It was you, wasn't it?
It was me, yeah.
You had your instruments in your bag.
I'm not even a dentist, but they said, is there a dentist here? And I went, sure.
Yeah, just to get down in the room.
Yeah. And I'm like, come here, Spud. Because that's what I called him, Spud. And I just go, look away. I went, what's that? And as he looked, I just went yoink on those front teeth. Now, I will admit, one came out.
Oh.
So I quickly whacked it back in.
Put some milk on it.
Whacked it back in. And I said, here, bite down on this, Spudley. I gave him a little mouth guard. I said, bite down on that for a while. And take a couple of aspirin, see a doctor in the morning. I thought that was my best bet.
Yeah.
And then
And then he was back on the sideline.
I got out the door pretty bloody quick.
Straight back up.
Straight back. I watched out for the behavioural awareness officers in case they were chasing me down there. But I managed to get away. The cops, everything.
I'm intrigued because they said that he had surgery.
I can't tell you what I may or may not have done, Anthony.
Jesus.
It's privacy.
Hashtag TwoCrowsS03Ep11.
Hashtag TwoCrowsS03Ep11.
Hashtag dentist in the house.
Oh, enough crap. Speaking of funny, the memes going around for the behavioural awareness officers, I think they've been pretty good.
Yeah.
And Gil Nong Nung, what do we want to call him? Yeah, the one. They think he's a dictator. But I thought they were actually...
I think he is a dictator.
Oh, he's come out and sort of said sorry. Well, it's one of those sorries
where...
where...
saying sorry?
Well, he didn't. He sort of said, I'm sorry if anyone felt this. They're not saying sorry for what they did. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Although he made Jeff Kennett come out and say sorry.
That's called taking responsibility.
That wasn't taking... They're just, I'm sorry if your feelings were hurt, but I still think I was right.
Yeah.
That's how it came across to me. And Eddie have also said they're going to just back off the visibility of him. Jeff Kennett just got one foot out his mouth and put another one back in.
As he does.
So that was consistent at least.
Yeah, they were terrible, those comments by Jeff Kennett. Uneducated.
Not even uneducated, just, as you would say, moronic.
Moronic, yeah.
That's your word.
That's made a comeback, moronic.
It is, just for you. But, is there anything else in the game that we've missed or would you like to talk about? Who else played well? Cam Lachelle
Sloan
played well.
again.
Sloan. Some of those they're really marked well. Cam played really well. Hugh Greenwood's lifting. Matt Crouch just sneaks up. To me, he's one of those players you don't know he gets those possessions.
We missed him. I
told you we'll start winning when he's back in the team.
I have to give you another tick for that. You have been Nostradamus.
Wait till we get Tommy Leach back in the team.
Do you know
Bruce Wait till we get Tommy Leach back.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he's out at the moment. Heck yes. Bruce McAvaney had a very interesting point, and I agree with him. He's talking about Rory Sloane. He goes, this fella, he'll make a great forward later on in his career.
Yeah,
I agree.
Did you see the interview with Rory after the game?
No.
Yeah, he was like, nah. He's like...
He's a hunter and a gatherer.
He's like, I don't want to think about that now.
Yeah, that's right. What is he, 29?
Just when he can barely walk, we'll just sit him in the forward line.
I think he can go for a while, Sloane Doll.
Oh, don't be surprised if he gets to 35. There you go.
That's a big call.
He'll just be crouching in the forward line, just laying there.
I can't wait to go back over our notepads at post-season, Ali, to see
how much crap we really said. Yeah, there's a lot. Pardon me. Our defenders stood up well.
Yep.
I'm really liking some of
They're
their
becoming
games.
a team within a team again.
Keithy again.
But it's our whole team defence that I'm
Except for Tyrannosaurus Rex head. He got off the chain when Talia was off.
Oh, yeah, but that's
Tom Lynch.
That's
Richmond Tom Lynch. Tyrannosaurus Rex head. He's like a big head, tiny hands.
Does.
Yeah, but he got those tiny hands to mark the ball, though.
True.
I must give him credit for that.
True.
Even though I didn't like his Tyrannosaurus Rex head.
He's not in proportion with his body, is he?
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Just saying, putting it out there.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what it's time for? I never get this ready, every time.
Just go into our...
Here we go. Ready? What time is it?
Hashtag
pass the salt. Oh.
Ali.
Who's salty this week?
Pass the salt.
Who's salty, Ant?
Who's salty?
Is it us? Is it the fans? Fans are pretty salty. Especially Carlton fans.
No.
Haven't you noticed that? Don't you find that interesting? A lot of this behavioural awareness stuff and incidents that Eddie had, the recent ones, have involved Carlton supporters. That's not being highlighted much, is it?
No.
A lot of the media are Carlton fans. Not talking about it. I'm just putting it out there. You picking up what I'm putting down?
I am.
Because I'm just saying if this was Crows, let's be fair. Crows, Pear, Collingwood,
West Coast,
Wet Toast,
Freo.
all over it.
Yep.
All over it. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yep. So.
Yep.
But because it's got little Carlton involved, their flurry of wins ended pretty quickly, didn't it?
Oh, it did. They had another honourable loss.
I know. I salute you. I salute you. David Teague's bringing him down from the inside. Love you, Teague. Love your work.
He needs to go and find a barber, Teague.
I know.
What's with
the
that?
80s school, they want their hair back. Come on, Teague, get on it. You surely, you got to polish yourself up a little bit. You're going to be fronting the media.
Yeah.
Don't do a Ben Hart and show up half shaven and look like you slept in your car and got back
awful.
out. Have a shave, Ben. Get a haircut.
Stop having
Look
the durries.
To the media. Yeah, get rid of the smoker's teeth and everything. You'll be fine.
When he was with Collingwood, he used to look really slick.
Yeah,
and that's bizarre.
We've trashed him.
Trashed him. The stress has got to him.
Probably poor old Benny.
He's had to go to the old durries.
Your fingertips don't lie.
Nicotine stained.
Okay, any other pass in the salt apart from fans?
I had one before I was pointing to. What was that
officers.
about?
Oh, we have lots of things.
I had one come through and I pointed to pass the salt, but I can't remember what it was. It was a good one. No, I didn't, because I thought you were on the same. I thought we had
notes, Anthony. Got my notes.
No, just come to me. It was thought we had a
at one of the players during the ground, the security guys. Oh, what about the security guy running out on the ground to stop the players? And the umpires went, "Oi,
that's our job."
Get off. So that's what I call overzealous security guards. You know the ones that sit on the boundary line?
Yeah.
He actually came out to intervene with players on the field.
Yes.
Having an altercation.
Yes.
Yes. Have you thought of something now? He's trying to write something down.
I've got a sidebar.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not time for sidebar now.
No, I know, but
but
you're going to laugh at this one.
Oh, I better now you've set it up. Anyway, okay, well, let's head on to the next thing. Murr. You know what time it is?
Murr.
The cow's beef.
Murr.
Need a bit of salt on that cow.
Got a bit of steak.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
so,
bit of
my beef.
Sorry for the vegetarians and vegans out
there.
there.
Yeah, we'll have a tofu beef.
A
cow's
tofu
The
fillet.
grass is tofu.
A tofu.
Doesn't have the same ring.
A nice marinated tofu fillet.
Doesn't have the same ring.
It doesn't.
Doesn't have the same ring. My beef, and I think it's pretty much Anthony's and pretty much a few other people's going by the likes and retweets to something I put out there. Starting to get a little bit beefed off, shall we say, with the media starting their rounds. This time of the year, speculation of who should leave the Crows. No. It's not like who's out of contract. No. It's just like who should just leave. You're not getting a game. Leave. So now they've started Bryce Gibbs. This is what they did. They went, Bryce Gibbs, oh, he's so awesome. They paid 2 first-round draft picks. Never mentioned what went back the other way. Never mentioned that. And he's playing in the twos. He should request a trade, maybe go to the Suns or, I don't know, somewhere else they pick. And then next minute, Rob's playing well.
Oh, no, they said that Bryce Gibbs should go and play at Port.
Oh, there you go.
Terry Wallace said that.
Don't care what he thinks.
Flog.
But then they come on and go, Sauce, can't get a game. He's coming back from a long-term injury. He might need 1 or 2 games in the twos. Send him to Gold Coast Suns. They need a ruck, apparently. This is what they were. I'm just telling you what the media was speculating.
Yeah.
And then
get a life, honestly.
And then it went Alex Keith. Melbourne are chasing him.
Oh, Alex,
and the Crows are lowballing him. I'm like,
it's not just Melbourne.
Hang on, how can the Crows lowball a player that hasn't produced?
He was a rookie.
Anything until this season. So how can you lowball a player that was being paid for what they produced 2 years ago? Correct?
Yeah, correct.
He was on a 2-year contract, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Right.
Had
he even played a game yet then?
No.
Right. Get some facts. And then the latest one, Cam Ellis-Shulman, free agent.
No, but
get rid of him. Get rid of him. They only showed the Crows didn't have any faith. They only gave him a rookie position. Hang on. Anyone could have picked him up in the main draft.
Correct.
They could have picked him up as a rookie.
Correct.
Crows took him, I think, 2nd round.
Yeah, something like that.
So anyone could have had a pick. And he showed his faith and the Crows showed their faith in him.
Correct.
And I can't see him going anywhere, can you?
No, I don't see him.
There'd have to be something there.
That'd surprise me.
And even Jonathan Brown going on with the, Crows lowballing.
Jonathan Brown, when did he?
After the Giants game, I think, when they said, they won't offer Keith much. The Crows don't pay very much.
Oh, get stuffed.
They lowball everybody. I said, the only person that's lowballing is a 90-year-old grandpa in summer. That's the only lowball you're going to see around here. Down at Maslin. There's a visual no one needed. Yeah. Should we move on for that? But that's sort of what's annoying me at the moment is There's going to be speculation. Can I predict the next one? Because it just seems obvious.
Yeah.
Gooch.
Because he'll have a good game after the bye.
Gooch has started.
And he's starting to build.
Yeah, and he improved in the last game.
He had a lot of score assists again on Thursday night.
He did all right.
He's starting to show his speed too.
And he's just starting to have impact. His little curly mo's they're paying attention to that. Yeah. So now they're starting to know who he is.
A bit creaky here.
Yeah, you're a bit creaky on the chair.
I know the guy who actually has done Gucci's moustache. Fellow barber anyway, just to plug.
Oh, there you go, a barber. Oh, there you go. I reckon Gooch. I think they've tried Hugh Greenwood. I think he was first cab off the rank, but he sort of said he's just waiting for put pen to paper. And Hugh and
who's that?
Hugh Greenwood.
Yes, he said that on the Advertiser podcast.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I assume that because people were commenting that that's where it had come from.
Yeah.
So, I just took them on.
What he does with, is it Jonas?
Yeah, Tom Jonas.
Yeah, so that's
the Pear. The lattes.
Yeah. So, one thing that we haven't spoken about in the game, because probably the most painful part of the game in the last minute of the game.
Yeah.
JJ. What were you thinking, mate? What were you thinking? Just went off, didn't air it. It was an accident. It was all it was an accident.
Hyperextension.
Yep.
Gee, it looked bad.
I thought he'd done his knee, and he was squealing.
He was, wasn't he?
He was squealing. Bone bruising will do that for you as well, apparently. But 4 to 6, they're saying now. Something like that.
That was interesting comments by him, though.
If it was a full knee, that he doesn't know how he would have gone with a full knee if he would have done it.
He's 30.
So to me, he's a big injury away from retirement. Then
sounds like it.
Or because I was like, is this wrong? Because I haven't even run this by you, right? Is that comment? My first thought was, "Where's your intestinal fortitude?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would that be fair?
Probably sums up with how he was playing during the first part of the season, Ali. A bit.
Oh, shouldn't he hang on, he's supposed to record.
He's another one.
Yeah.
Kane Corns.
Because
hang on a minute.
We weren't playing him.
Hang on a minute.
He was injured and his form was crap.
His form warranted to be dropped. Even Duck said that. A number of key forwards have said that. Even BT. Even BT tweeted McClure. Even
JJ said he deserved to be dropped.
Yeah, he finally got his head around.
And what happened?
The being dropped.
The being dropped, kicking the pants.
And Bryce
got on with it. And hopefully it does the same for Bryce.
I think it will. I hope it does. I really hope it does.
When we get to later on, I want to see who you're bringing into the team. Because there's some big names that can come in. But my biggest question is, who's going to come out?
What did Tex say last night? I love how he said on the news about the fitness. Don Pike said to the fitness staff, if you get me a fully fit team, I'm taking you out for lunch. And he's been doing it for...
They've been eating for a couple of weeks on
Pikey.
I'd be hitting him up for lobster.
What, probably, what's he do on the barbecue?
Oh, yeah, he likes cooking barbecues, doesn't he? No Pikes, to take him out other meals.
He likes spare ribs or something.
Oh, yeah, he loves doing ribs.
Yeah, ribs on the barbie.
Yeah. Nah, take him out.
That'll be somewhere. Yeah. Somewhere down on the coast.
Yeah, probably. So for the medico room, we talked about JJ. Talia will be okay. He'll be able to play, they reckon.
Good. Bit of a contusion there.
A contusion instead of a hematoma. We're going for contusion.
That's what...
Kelly.
Saunders, that's how he talks.
Kelly in the calf.
Contusion.
Talia in the quad.
Yep.
And Spud in the teeth. And...
JJ.
Tom Lynch.
Yeah, quad?
I think it was quad strain. The
calf
strain in the training. Yeah, in the warm-up.
Paul Seaman
he should be all right. Season, not this game, though.
No, Paul Seaman.
Not now. Previously.
Previously.
God, don't tell me there's another
No.
Okay.
Paul Seaman caused Tom Lynch to have the calf strain in their warm-up out there. Ran past him and... Hit him. By accident, of course.
Tom, get a bit tougher.
Matt and Brad revealed that on...
they reveal a bit on there.
On 5AA.
They actually sometimes say a few things. I'm like... Were you supposed to? Yeah, too bad.
But you know what, Ali? It's all about being courageously authentic.
No, I like it.
I don't mind authenticity.
We get cracked for it all the time. Like JJ said, he comes out and be honest and everyone cracks him. And I'm like, why would he be honest then?
Do you know what I love? I find it hilarious. You know, 2 years ago, 12 months, 18 months ago, the Crows are being smashed for using the term hamstring awareness. It's everywhere. Everyone's using awareness now. Hamstring awareness. Cameron Ling's been using it. Jimmy Bartell's been using it.
Oh, just the media?
Yeah.
Not the coaches?
The media and coaches. Stuart Dew used it the other week on Took Miller.
We started organic growth.
We got
Hamstring
smashed,
awareness.
and then Clarko started using organic growth.
And the man who couldn't get any words of his own, Bolton, he used to use it.
Oh, he used to use a lot of...
But anyway, we're
cliches.
digressing here, so let's move along. Sidebar, you had something for sidebar, you said. What was it? You told me, sidebar. Look.
No, I said it was going to be funny.
Yeah, you set it right up. Come on, Ant.
Oh, heck.
Jaden Stevenson wants to have a bet with you.
Clearly.
Stratton, hang on, I was...
That's right. Just an honourable mention
Yep.
to our man, Razor Ray Chamberlain. He umpired his 300th game on the weekend.
Oh, yeah, that was right. I saw them take the mickey out of him
on the front bar.
Yeah, Fitzy did it too.
Oh.
Far out. Far out.
Fitzy's a passionate one-eyed Crow
Love him,
supporter,
love him.
isn't he?
I love him.
But yeah, Razor Ray,
himself.
your mate.
Picture himself, though. I love
umpired
that.
his 300th game. That's a good feat.
Yeah,
That's no mean feat. And you know what?
And his injuries, when he started rattling off his injuries, no one actually hears about the umpire's injuries.
He's had a shoulder recon and everything.
Run into Tex, probably.
What about Tex when he just went bang into Brendan Ellis?
Or was it Ellis, not Garthwaite?
Oh, no,
That's
that
what I was crapping
it
on
was
his
Ellis.
name. Ellis, was it?
Yeah.
He got sent into next week. He's still waiting at the run. He's
He
ramped.
hasn't quite made it back to
Imagine
Punt
Rampy.
Road.
Why did he play Sydney? I could say Rampy's ramped.
Well,
Yeah, I can't.
we haven't
Can I?
next year.
Next year. No. Anything else for sidebar?
Did you think that was good?
No.
No.
I thought it was crap.
Well, you really liked Razor Ray a couple of weeks ago, so I was
It was a
declaring him
moment
as
in
your
time.
man.
It was a moment in time he was funny. It took 299 games for him to be funny,
Well, that's true.
you see? And then in one he undid it all.
That's true. I don't even know who he umpired.
No, anything else outside of the old football world? Stratton, everyone will know now, Stratton's got 2 games, one game for each. One game for pinching like a
And what did he
bully.
say?
He never had an intention to hurt
rubbish,
him.
mate.
If you're stomping someone's foot and pinching them, there's the intention to
Hurts
hurt.
behind the back of the
I know, I've been
arm.
pinching Ant's arm all afternoon.
I've got bruises too. I'm taking Alex to the tribunal.
You know what? You know what I'll do? I'll have next week off. I'll have this weekend off. I won't play. I'll still potty, but I just won't play. Is that fair?
I'll meet you on Grenfell Street Alley at my lawyer's.
I'll stomp your foot. It'll take you a little longer to get there. Only cost me 2 games. Actually, I reckon stomping...
No, that's dirty.
Stomping should have been 2 games because you could do someone's navicular bone in their foot.
For sure. That's...
If you got sprigs on, not on.
Right. Do they have sprigs now?
Some players.
No,
don't.
sprigs, they don't use screw ends anymore. Yeah, they're not allowed to.
It's a
That's
dog act.
stupid.
Dog act. I remember Stevie Milne used to do it to Gary Ablett Jr. all the time.
It's thug.
And
That's
you know
thuggery.
what? And I'm not a big fan of Gary Ablett Jr. I mean, he's a great footballer and all, but no one deserves that. Do you know what I mean? Play fair.
No one deserves to have about 20
That was horrible.
bruises
And then
around
someone tried to
behind the
discount
back
it.
of
One
the
of the
arm.
media were like, "Oh, he just bruises easy." I'm like,
Oh,
he
man.
bruises easy because he's being pinched by a grown
That's
man.
very soft behind the back of the
You
arm.
saw how, and he was showing the goal umpire. The goal umpire, no.
And you know,
They should have told the umpire and gone here,
Mm.
cracked him, 50-metre penalty, bang.
I guess it's the only time I'll ever agree with Mitch Robinson. But he put out a really good tweet the other week, this week, saying that, you know, the offender essentially gets off scot-free, but if the person who's being...
If he retaliated,
That's right.
he'd be gone. He would have gone. He
there
would have
would've
got
been
2
a free
games
kick.
for that. He would have got a free kick, and he would have been reported. Probably got 2 games for it.
Which is crap.
Yep.
You should be able to have
It should be a free
self-defense.
shot. There should be a free shot. 2 for flinching.
You've got 6 pinch bruises, free shot on goal.
Exactly. Nothing else for them?
No.
I've got something I want to talk about. Before we go on to the SANFL, because we'll talk about how they've been going. This is
That's
something that Mr. Andrew Fagan, our CEO, said on radio. Just want to get your thoughts about it, Anthony. Can I get your thoughts?
Where did he say? Where was he on radio?
He said, I can't remember, but he said we are open to trading Carlton's first rounder next year. That doesn't mean we are, people. Don't everyone jump
don't
and
get
lose
like,
their minds. I think he's just put it out there to see. He's going fishing.
Yes.
He's put it out on the table like Gold Coast did.
Yeah. Do it now.
It's on the table.
Do it early.
It's on the table. Even Carlton said, even though everyone knew they were going to pick Walsh, they came out and said it because they want to see someone might come in with a ridiculous offer, and you go,
See, I'd
too
take
good to pass up.
if someone say we end up with pick 1, which I'm hoping Gold Coast and
It'll be
Melbourne
between 1 and 3.
just win some more games.
Melbourne will tank now. They're known for it.
Melbourne just don't have a winning culture. But
Correct.
in saying all of that, if we do end up with pick 1 and say some club come and offer us 2 firsts,
I'm not going to get 2 first.
or, you know,
first.
2
First
top 10
rounders.
picks,
Yeah, you'd take that.
you take it.
Well, depending on
Because there's a
Depending on what's
gun
available.
midfielder.
Depending on what's available, there's 2 gun midfielders.
What's
They'll
his
go pick
name?
1 and 2. I
are their
cannot
names?
think from the top of my head.
I think personally, I reckon we're going to get pick 2.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I think we're going to get pick 2. I think
Gold Coast
Melbourne.
will go back to getting first. Mind you, they're the club you want to deal with. If we had pick, here's a scenario, without warning. If we had pick 1,
Yep.
would you go to Gold Coast and go Luco Rankine shopping?
Yeah.
Try and give them
I would.
something to appease them. Because pick 1 is worth considerably more than picks 2 or 3 if there's a standout. If they've got pick 2 and there's 2 gun mids and there's one they really like, you know how sometimes like we really want that player, we'll offer you this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And depending on if they lose any major teams going to lose anyone to free agency this year?
Oh, only Giants. Potentially with Caniglio.
Okay.
Oh, and then obviously you've got Josh, what's his name? Kelly from Geelong, who's out of contract. But
that's not a
That's
that's
not
not
free
a
agency,
compensation
so-
pick. No.
no.
Okay, I'm just checking. So that's something interesting. I actually don't mind that he's come out and said it. It's just gonna grease the wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, because right
And
now
it shows
it's pick
people
1,
that
so-
we're not afraid to do anything. We haven't finished the year off yet. They haven't finished the year off yet.
They look a little bit more.
They've got it. They're just not using it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but they've had it a lot of the time too.
I know.
They've been so close but so far.
Mind you, everyone keeps forgetting the Bulldogs actually lost a few players in that last quarter as well. They had players off.
Yeah, they had Trengove off. They had
Someone got injured as well.
Liberatore,
and then another player, I think,
I think
as well.
Easton Wood come off at one stage.
So there was momentum shift. And mind you, that was pretty good. It's
But
pretty
they were
good
big
one.
shifts.
Yeah, that was a huge shift. And they could have
Charlie
pitched it.
Kerno's
we
turned
like-
back time.
Yeah, but he's always had that potential to do that.
Oh, he has.
But if
And
one of the
Mishman.
people that was on him was the one of them that went off the ground, was that Trengove? Was on him?
McMoney's doing. He had
He's earning everything.
8 touches of the ball.
So how many goals did he kick?
None.
Again.
None.
Jeez, he's worth it. Well, Fogg's not kicking any for us yet, but Fogg hasn't been in the system.
No,
as
Fogg
well.
hasn't been in the system. We're just
McAdam.
building his.
He's a slow burn. Don't you
And
worry
McAdam.
about him.
And McAdam.
They'll be there. They're like Hugh Greenwood and
They're just
Keith.
behind the scenes.
2 or 3 years building, and then all of a sudden, bang! They come
And then
on
they're like,
everyone goes,
heck, where did the Crows pull these guys from?
Yeah.
Oh, they're out of contract. Let's start selling them
Rumours.
around.
Yep. So speaking of which, should we move to the SANFL? Did you like that segue?
I did like that segue.
So
That was a good one.
the SANFL had another nice win. Ran it out. I thought that was pretty good.
Game clear, 1 game clear.
Yeah, on the top of the ladder, which has never
8
happened before
wins,
for us.
1 loss, 1 draw.
Last year, 1 win.
Heath Uni, what was Rhino? But in fairness, we had a lot of injuries last
Do you reckon?
year.
You think?
We
We had
had
1 or 1,000. So, but in saying that,
And they were
I did have a
repeatable.
look. We had only 2 development players in that squad. The rest were AFL.
Now,
2. And one of them's Matty Wright. The only other player was Matt Merritt.
there's a guy who
And Will Hamill got injured too. He concussion, but hopefully he'll be okay. There's a bye this week.
I like this guy.
Matt Merritt.
I like him.
Yeah, he's quite good.
He goes all right.
So, just to give you an idea in there, Bryce Gibbs, for the reports, not just from his statistics, although they look pretty, 32 disposals, 6 marks, 4 tackles, 4 clearances, 3 inside 50s and a goal. He was smothering the ball in the last quarter when we had the game well in control. I think doing stuff like that, your 1%ers, is going to put him in contention to come
sure.
back. Would that be correct?
Yeah, and that's
So-
defensive pressure for mine.
Yep. Okay. Patrick Wilson just doesn't seem he's going to get a game.
I don't think he will.
But again, 28 disposals, right up there.
Will he
Boogie,
be on the list at the end of the year? Who
he's
knows?
doing well for Boogie. 28 disposals, 4 tackles, 2 goals. No one's been said about him, but he's in it. Chase Jones did well. 27 disposals, 9 marks, 4 inside.
How many tackles?
2. I'd like more,
That surprises. So McHenry, they gave him a week off, yeah?
Yes, you're right, they did.
Yeah, there was a report on him.
What happened? Why do you have a week off?
An injury.
Oh, okay.
Just a slight injury.
Oh, so he's on my list, I didn't even know. Andrew McPherson, here's the one Ant and I are a little bit excited about. He's had 3 years of injury. He's starting to build 22 disposals, 7 marks, 4 rebound 50s and 2 tackles.
Yeah,
Defender.
Nice.
Ben Hartish of style.
Nice.
Really like him. And people are also
Brody
starting
Smith's
to mention...
replacement if you can get it together.
Yes. Stengel. 22 disposals for Stengel.
How many? 22? How many goals? 4?
4 goals, 11 marks and 2 clearances. So he's been pushed up the ground a little bit then, I'm thinking.
Ooh,
So
that gave me goosebumps.
that looks good. Lockie Scholl, Butsy, Paholke.
Scholl, how do you go? I like
Scholl,
him. He's a footballer's footballer. I know that sounds bizarre, but...
Yeah, he was one that was... No, that was Hamill was injured. Lachlan Scholl, 21 disposals, 8 marks, 3 rebound 50s. Yep, 20.
I like
and 4
him.
spoils.
You were on to
I
him
do like
early days.
He's our tails replacement.
198 centimetres, I think
He's
he
a
is.
big tiger. I like him.
And Dudade likes
Source
him.
did alright, 25 hitouts. Darcy
goal?
Fogarty, 14, 7 marks, 1 inside 50. So I think, even though they say he's playing forward, when you say inside 50s, he's obviously playing
He's
very
playing
high.
up the ground.
Another good one to mention, Kieran Storm. He's been working on his ruck half, and he's always played as a ruck.
I like the look
But they've
of
been
him.
trying to work him and teach him how to be a forward to get his
I
versatility.
like the look of him.
Breakout game for him, 3 goals, Kieran.
Well done. Hashtag TwoCrowsS03Ep11. Well
Get
done.
that around him here. And Shane McAdam also kicked a goal and everything. He's starting to build.
He's
The
building.
Big Berg kicked a couple goals. So everyone was in on it. Everyone was in on it. I'm
Even
quite happy about
team
that.
contribution again, Ali.
I
from
do. And that,
Crowies.
I think that there's continuity in the SANFL side. There's a lack of injury, so you're getting that.
Pressures for spots
D-Mac
as well.
played in there as well. There's pressure for spots everywhere. Ben Davis obviously was the emergency. That's why his name didn't appear.
Yeah.
He pushing for selection as well. So I thought that was pretty sweet by him.
Yeah, that goes all right.
Yeah. So anything else you'd like to mention there?
No.
No? We don't
8
often
wins.
get to go
8 wins for
the
the
SANFL,
That's
but-
good. We play finals, I guess. But
Well, I tell you what though, we've got our bye this weekend. And obviously
AFL.
AFL bye,
Okay,
and for the SANFL.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, another one. God, there's about 20 in there. I swear to God, there is.
Yeah, because
So we're not going to have anyone playing. That's annoying.
That's really nice.
And especially when they line up with the AFL ones, that's even worse. But, and I know this is pure speculation because it is 2 weeks out and anything can happen. We play Geelong when we come back, correct?
Correct.
So, in theory,
Geelong.
all the in Geelong at MDMA Stadium.
Friday night footy.
Yep. What's Friday night, isn't it? Ooh, she'll be lit. So let's say Gibbs and Lynch are the players we look at.
Yep.
Right?
What's Gibbs? What's the not Gibbs, Lynch, what's his time frame?
Test, hopefully should be available.
Okay.
Because he was only going to be 1 now, so like, that'll be 4 weeks he'll have. So,
Yeah, that's
but
good.
will he need a run in the 2s? Possibly not.
No.
He tends to come back all
He
right.
comes back all right.
And he was just getting form too, which was annoying me. Who comes out? Who
comes out?
Yep. Yeah.
Douglas?
Dooksy didn't play too bad against the
No,
Tigers.
see, I like his pressure.
Yeah. He come out with another black eye. Dooksy always can be guaranteed a good black eye.
I think Pikey likes having him in the side too.
Well,
His experience.
he settles.
He's a
settles him down.
campaigner.
Who now you're not going to drop Miller after one bad game.
Oh, heck no.
No.
We need his run. But he was playing up through he was on the centre a little bit.
Yeah, he just that not against that team.
He was a little bit everywhere.
He was not against that
But
team.
that's where his headspace was too.
No, but not against that team. He could have done it against GWS, I reckon. But just the way the Tigers played, that really didn't suit him. So
Yeah.
good learning. So who comes
Only
out?
game 51.
Who comes out? Obviously,
Well, obviously
JJ's
you've got
out.
JJ out.
But are they going to bring in a Berg for him? What are they going to do? He seems
I would like to bring in a small forward.
like a Stengel
Yep.
against Geelong.
Yep.
Okay. So you can't just bring Gibbs or
That's
Lynch in for
my
that position?
planning with Geelong.
You can't bring Gibbs in and put him in
No.
the forward line?
No.
So who comes out?
You know why I'm thinking Stengel?
No. Who comes out? That's what we're trying to get at.
Who comes out?
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
I'm thinking.
I'm listening.
Well, JJ comes out.
Yep.
Stengel comes in.
So that's your like for like there.
Yep.
Right.
I think there's 2 changes, but I'm thinking who comes in for Lynch? Who goes out for Lynch?
I'm just bringing up the other team selection so I can see all the names. Okay, I'm just bringing it up here for Ant and I to have a look. So that's the teams there. So we've got Keith, lock. Towles, lock.
Yep.
Brownie, lock.
Yep.
Kelly, lock.
Oh, he's good. He's
picked up again.
He's picked up again.
Hardo, lock.
Yep.
Laird, lock. Miller, lock. Greenwood, lock. Brody, lock. Rory, lock. Tex, Walker, lock. Gallucci. Is he the one under the pump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Eddie, Josh obviously is out. Maybe say Berg or Thingy Stengel. But then if you've got Spud Murphy, do you want Spud, Eddie and...
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you want to see how that works? Riley O'Brien, Brad Crouch, Matt Crouch.
I think that's how you can do it.
And then you've got Seed, Atkins, Douglas and Cam. Otherwise Atkins... Wow.
No, he was good. His second half was outstanding.
So who's coming out?
First half was
Paul
quiet.
Seedsman.
It's been quiet.
That's going to be... it'll be someone totally
Kicks a good
unexpected.
goal.
It'll be someone totally unexpected. So we're going to predict, obviously, JJ.
I personally think that down there, small forward line. And I think bringing in Stengel, I think it might disrupt their planning a bit. Because
they're pretty quick off their feet, aren't
they've got very good tall intercepting defenders. I think if we can get it on the ground...
It'll be night time, yeah.
Gets Dewey down there. I've seen teams do it.
So we've got JJ out.
I don't know, that's just my thinking
quick.
laterally.
JJ, Gooch,
Yeah.
and who?
Who do you reckon there's 3 changes?
Well, if you bring in Gibbs and Lynch in,
See, I
and
don't think Gibbs
JJ's
comes
out,
in.
it'll be
I
interesting
think he
to
gets
see.
another week.
With a week off, it'll be interesting to see. That's actually a tough call.
Oh, I would hate to be match committee.
Unless someone needs a break.
Yeah, and it could be.
But we've just had 2 weeks off. So
We're talking crap.
yeah, that's
here.
crap. We got nothing. We got nothing. I'm gonna have to see.
Don
what comes
Pike
up.
would be spinning the magnets. I'm sure he's probably sitting at Westlake's HQ right now.
Well, I
looking
think
at
it's
his board
no.
thinking,
He's starting to do something we've always wanted him to do, which I don't think he
Flexibility.
did. Is pick the team to play the opposition.
Yeah.
We used to just pick our team, our best 22, but now we're picking the best 22 to play the opposition.
Yeah.
Which is why certain players get dropped. Where we go, what? What are you dropping him for? Well, it's because we need a match up on that player. And you know what? I'll take that.
Oh, you know what? Anything to get a win. I don't care. If we win, who cares?
Would you pinch?
No, I wouldn't pinch.
But there you
because
go.
That's
It's a dog act.
that's a dog act.
Yeah. Okay, so nothing. Did you want to do? I suppose. Do you want to do the tips for
Should we
this
speak
week?
about that tweet from Reece Humphrey?
Oh, that's yours. Yeah, I gave that one. You can do that one.
I found that very,
Quick.
very nice, Ali.
Yes, and you're taking too long.
I'm
to try
taking
and
too far.
Had time to get to it,
Okay,
Anthony.
so, Ali, the question is by
Anthony.
Reece Humphrey
Yes, please.
from The Advertiser.
Go for it.
He's saying, Crows hardening up, question mark. Champion
Yes.
data stats for the competition after round 13. Adelaide is ranked. Hardball gets first. Contested possession
What is it?
first.
Woo!
Tackles. Now, Ali,
I
you
know.
and I on
I
hashtag
know.
TwoCrowsS03Ep11 talk about our tackling. We are ranked number 1. Is that Matner? Is that Matner bringing the...
Game's done. No, we've always wanted to be a tackling
Sydney.
side.
It's Sydney-like. It's Sydney-like.
No, you're reading.
No,
Mike
I-
has been wanting to implement a tackling game since day one, correct?
Well, he's wanted to
Maybe
bring
he's
the...
got the line coaches now to support it.
Yeah,
Maybe
true.
the players are listening.
Godden.
Maybe they're doing different things.
Godden. I see the players got... There's good... Seems to be good vibes coming from...
Good vibes. Good vibes.
from Godden and the playing group.
Yeah.
I like that.
So do I.
Even Pikey's getting around in my scene
like
photos.
it.
I like
Yeah.
those behind the scenes photos.
As you do, keep it up.
I
And
have
also,
seen media
they
put out.
have started putting up pictures and information on the younger players, like your Strawn, like a few of the others
Yeah.
as well. I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. We'll do the tips.
Well, we weren't tips up this week, Ali.
How many did we get in total?
We got 3 out of 6.
That
We're
sucked.
cruising.
We're halfway. We're Bon Jovi.
We're
We're halfway there. And okay, so let's quickly crack into this week's and we'll round up the podcast. So the first game at Optus Stadium, Wet Toast versus Essendon.
Essendon.
West Coast. We'll see our pause for dramatic effect then.
You did.
SCG, Swans versus Hawks. Oh, jeez.
Oh, is that Buddy's 300th?
I don't know. Would you back the Swans to finally get a win there? Both teams lost.
They won against West Coast Sydney.
Can they get 2 in a row? Yeah, I'm going to back him in.
I'm going Swans.
Horse will smash them now. This game will actually be really interesting. At the MCG, Dockers and Melbourne. I reckon Melbourne can actually get over them. I want Dockers to win, but okay.
I think you're right.
I think Melbourne.
My gut tells me.
I want Melbourne to win because it goes against Carlton. So yeah, pick Melbourne for me.
Melbourne, I'm going Melbourne too.
Saints versus Brisbane at Marvel.
Who?
Saints versus Brisbane.
Oh, Brisbane.
Yep. Cats versus the Pear at Adelaide Oval. Go the Cats.
Just physically beat them up, pal.
Yeah, that's all we're asking. And Collingwood versus Western Bulldogs. I'll have to go to Bulldogs, wouldn't you?
I'm going Bulldogs.
Yeah, go for it. There's always an upset somewhere, and I will be upset.
I've gone 2 different.
Oh, there you go. Good on you, Anthony. I'll send you a little Christmas card about that.
So I've gone the Bombers over the Eagles.
Yep.
We've both tipped the Swans.
Yep.
We've both tipped Melbourne.
Yep.
We've both tipped the Lions. We've both tipped the Cats.
Mm-hmm.
I've tipped the Bulldogs over the Pies, and you've tipped the Pies.
Yes.
So I'm going to get 6 out of 6 this week.
Yes.
Probably 2 out of 6.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
We know how that works, don't we, Anthony?
Yeah, I always go tips up.
Hey, because we've got a bye next week, what I was thinking of...
Got a few things to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, well, here's some ideas that I've had, and I've run these past Anthony because it's always good for him to have an idea about what we're going to talk about. We'll obviously do a season in reviews to date.
Yep.
Where are we at? Where do we think we should be? Pass, fail. I don't know the word fail. Is it, are we happy with where we're at? And is it overall or considering where we were? Like, there's that to consider.
Yeah.
Which of the playing group has surprised you? Like, who's really stepped up that's had the opportunity?
Yep.
Contracts, we might as well start talking about that.
Oh, we might as well.
Who's out of contract? Will there be any news after the bye? That's when things tend to get done. That's not saying that they'll necessarily announce it, but things get done. And here's a little strategy I picked up from Ant.
This.
And he tried to start it straight away. That's how keen and excited he was, people. What we're going to do, and we want you to do this too.
We'll tweet it out on TwoCrowsS Footy podcast.
Yeah, or I'll just tweet the idea out and see what people come up with. And then we'll match them up. We want you to pick a team, or what we're going to do is pick a team to play football. So line for line, and it has to be that type of player. So if you're picking a forward, you've got to pick a forward.
So it's a bit of fantasy type.
Yep, it's like a proper All Australian.
Did Wes Carr have his?
No, that's what I was just checking for there. But it has to be, the rule is one player from each team.
Yep.
And the final part of that rule is you cannot pick a Crows player until you've got all your other 17 in place. And then whatever position you have left that hasn't been filled, whether it's a forward, a midfielder, a flanker, winger, whatever, defender, small defender, tall defender, your choices are from the Crows to pick a player that plays that role.
So it's the best 18?
No. It's the best 18 using a player from each team.
Yes.
Which may not be your best 18, but it's really going to get your noggin thinking. Do you like that?
Yes. I'm the way I'm going to do, this is my strategy, Ali.
No, don't tell people. You're going to tell them how you do it.
Starting from the back half. Yeah. I'm going to get my defenders in place first.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
Then my mids.
Someone will probably go ruck, some will go forward, some will go mid. Some people will just go, what's the best player out of every team, and let's see how we get them to fit. But I want you
team balance
to come up. Yeah, you want a side that can play a game of football and take on the best.
How's
that sound?
So taking on Geelong, basically.
They're the best at the moment. Yeah, until they collapse in the second half.
They're beatable.
So that's what we're going to start addressing in the next one, and we can fight and argue. But we'll probably end up doing the team together because we can fight and argue during that.
We work collaboratively here on TwoCrowsS podcast.
And we'll fight and argue, but you don't need to hear that.
#TwoCrowsS.
TwoCrowsS Footy.
Hashtag it out.
So anything else here? We've gone our 3, 2, 1, our review. We've got...
Pass the salt.
Yeah, pass the salt. We've had the cow's beef. Looking at the teams coming up against Geelong, had quite a good look at the SANFL. We don't always get to do
No,
that.
we don't.
Really
But
happy
they're
with how they're
flying.
travelling. Yeah, it's awesome.
Flying,
And I
baby.
think that's about it. We'll get in under an hour, get you in and out. It's like McDonald's, but the slow version.
Just the slow version of the drive-through.
So I think that's it. Sorry we haven't had Marky Mark _ Mark Ham _01, whatever it all is. Sorry, Marky Mark hashtag
Where's
Car. We will catch up with his review.
We should play a bit of Where's Carl when we're talking about Marky Mark.
We'll get some information from him and give you a season review as well for his AFL fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you everyone for listening, and it's good night from me.
And I said good night from her.
Woo!
Hashtag
#2Crows Footy. We out.
Brought to you by Two Crows